So very good evening, guys. This is 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖 and I welcome you all to your own channel, which is Geeks for Geeks Practice. So guys, I am back with one more good news for you people that we are starting one more session on, like, can you guess the topic? You might have guessed already by seeing the thumbnail. It is, yes, we have brought a session on dynamic programming, but surprise, like, उसके ऊपर एक और सरप्राइज जो मेरे पास है आपके लिए, that is the mentor. Like, the mentor who is conducting this is candidate at Codeforces, right? Just need a small acknowledgement from your side, right? If I'm clearly audible. Hello Praveen, hey Cage, hey Megas. So we will be bringing on Anil Kumar. Like, I will be calling him and we will be discussing like what all ins and out of this session is going to be. But before that, I would like to tell you, and as I promised, right, we will be bringing more and more sessions and we will bring better and better people to give you a large amount of knowledge base on this CP thing, competitive programming thing. Right? When you talk about problem solving, when you talk about what we say, these coding competitions, right? तो उसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए उसी चीज को हमने एकदम बिल्कुल वो रखा है आपके लिए. And we are bringing people who are actually in this world, right? Who are there in this coding competition thing, competitive programming thing, and they have their hands-on experience. They have those feathers on their hat, right? और मैं आपको बता दूं, अभी हमने कल बात किया था पवन का. So Pawan के साथ we are starting connecting edges in which we will be dealing with graphs, right? Graph is one of the advanced data structures. तो उसके लिए we have started, we will be starting sessions on what should I say, graphs, and that those sessions will be starting from next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? And this series of DP is going to be on Wednesdays, Thursday, and Fridays evening. तो आपका पूरे वीक को एंटरटेनिंग, लर्निंग और पूरा एकदम सीखने वाला कॉम्पिटिटिव माहौल बनाने की हमने पूरी तैयारी कर ली है गीक्स फॉर गीक्स प्रैक्टिस पर. सो इफ यू हैव नॉट सब्सक्राइब द चैनल, डू सब्सक्राइब द चैनल गीक्स फॉर गीक्स प्रैक्टिस. और एक और न्यूज मैं आपको देना चाहता हूं व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. You all might be aware of the interview series that we conduct bi-weekly, right? Every 15 days we have an interview series on our practice portal. And the solution of it we discuss, like there is the competition goes on from 7:30 to 8:30, and from 8:30 we discuss the solution for those problems on Geeks for Geeks Practice YouTube channel, right? So guys, let me tell you, आप guess करके देखो कि इस वीक कौन आपके लिए solution लेकर के आने वाला है, कौन आपको problems की solution describe करने वाला है. He is the Codeforces Grandmaster Joseph Amritraj. Joseph Amritraj will be there with you this Sunday discussing the problems of interview series held at Geeks for Geeks Practice Portal, right? This Sunday, 8:30, Joseph Amritraj, Grandmaster Codeforces, will be sharing the solution of the problems of the interview series with you all. So stay tuned, and we will keep on bringing more and more channel like sessions like this. और ज्यादा वेट नहीं कराता हूं मैं आपको. लेट मी कॉल अनिल ओवर हियर. अनिल से बात करेंगे कि क्या सेशन है. डीपी एक ना क्वेश्चन मार्क है लोगों के दिमाग में कि व्हेन वी से डीपी दे ऑलवेज हैव दैट क्वेश्चन, राइट? वेयर टू लुक फॉर गुड रिसोर्स. सो वी हैव दोस गुड रिसोर्स. वी हैव अ सिंगल प्लेलिस्ट with all the resources required to learn DP with us, right? Let me call Anil over here. Hey Anil, how's you?
Hello Piyush, I'm fine. How are you?
Absolutely fine, absolutely fine. Having you in this session, like, it will make our audience also very good, right? I can promise this thing.
Thank you, Piyush.
So,
it's my pleasure.
Yes. Anil, so guys, let me tell you, Anil has been candidate master at Codeforces recently, right? तो बहुत कुछ है अनिल से सीखने के लिए, पवन से सीखने के लिए, जोसेफ अमृतराज से सीखने के लिए आपके पास. और you can ask as many questions as you want. तो आज हम क्या करने वाले हैं, आज डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं अनिल के बारे में. You will be knowing your mentor, right? You will be knowing the ins and outs of the course or the session that we are going to start with Anil, right? So आपके पास जितने क्वेश्चंस आपके दिमाग में आते हैं, whatever question that comes to your mind, you can ask over here. Anil is right here to answer those queries, right? So Anil, like I heard that, I saw that recently you cracked this, you get the title candidate master at code forces. How are you feeling, right? How does it feels when you achieve this type of uh, heights in competitive programming?
It feels great, Piyush. I started competitive programming in my first year in college, and right now I'm in fourth year. So it took me 3 years. The journey has been really great, and I solved around 3,200 questions. So finally, it feels like hard
that's
work paid off.
that's great. 3,200 problems, right? Have I heard it right?
Yes, Piyush. It's
That's too many.
3,200.
That's too many. That's too many, man. That's too many. Really, really, a real hard work. And yes, the hard work pays off. You can see Anil, who has actually cracked the title of candidate master at code forces. Great, Anil. Congratulations. First of all, I'm congratulating you on the behalf of Geeks for Geeks Practice channel. And I welcome you on board of Geeks for Geeks Practice channel. You will be there with us, helping our audience to uh, pave the path of their competitive programming career, right?
Thank you, Piyush. It's my pleasure to be here.
Okay, so like we have people asking questions, we will be answering their questions. But before that, Anil, I would love to know about that what this session is like. What are like stalking DP? We have named it as stalking DP, right? So why you
Yes.
have chosen dynamic programming as a subject, like as a topic for the sessions?
So if we talk from competitive programming perspective, dynamic programming is a really important topic. If you start competitive programming in your early days, you are really scared of dynamic programming, and you always skip the questions whenever you get a question of dynamic programming. So the aim of this session is to reduce the hype around dynamic programming and make it a bit simpler for the students to learn. And if we talk about placement purpose, so if you get around 3 to 4 questions in an interview, then it is certain then that one of them will be based on dynamic programming. So it will also help us to prepare for the final aim, which is placement, a good placement in a farm level company.
Okay, so if you are looking for placement oriented point of view, right? So dynamic DP is very important. And also, like I have seen when we are solving problems, right, in data structures or algorithms, generally when we reach the topics of trees, graphs, right, the energy level gets like start getting down. And the DP, which is generally, like when I used to study, it was the 15th chapter in the book, right? So we didn't actually cared about it. But when the companies were appearing and we applied, we were appearing for those interviews, right? So at that time, I also felt that yes, DP is very important, but because when in any coding round, out of 3 questions, one was at least one was from DP. So I
Yes.
also realized the importance while we were appearing for placements, right? So it actually got late, and we missed 3 4 companies. So like I don't want you all to miss this, right? So that's why we have brought Anil, so that you would be cracking the first company that you would be appearing for, and don't be missing any of, like you don't be regretting that yes, अरे यार मैं वो छोड़ के आ गया था ये, I left this topic and that's why I missed the company because of my mistake. So you won't be regretting that way. So guys, like because DP is one of the very important and complicated topic as well, right? Am I right, Anil? Is it
Yeah,
complicated or easy?
it can be a bit complicated if you don't learn don't learn it properly. There are a lots of like different questions in DP, and the ways to solve them can really differ. So students try to memorize them. So that's why DP can be a bit hard. So it can be a lot easier if you learn it from the proper resources.
Okay, so you are not going to learn DP through memorization. You should be learning memoization and recursion. Am I right, Anil?
Right, sir. That's it.
Okay, so you don't memorize the solutions, right? And Anil, one more thing I would love to ask you: what, like, is it going to be is your session going to be useful for the beginners as well, like one who are starting their things in competitive programming? Will this session be helpful for them as well?
Sure, we will start dynamic programming from the basic most questions. We will see the theory of dynamic programming, then start from some basic questions. We will be taking questions in our lecture and we will start from easier questions. And towards the end of the list, we will move on to some harder questions. So it will be really good for beginners also.
So guys, you can see that we have planned the all the series from 0 to 1 level, right? If you are at 0, you can attend the sessions and take advantage of them. And Anil and I can guarantee you that yes, you will be moved to next level after attending the complete session. You would be moved to level 1. You would be able to solve the advanced level problems of DP once you go through the sessions, complete sessions, right? So Anil, how many classes are we going to conduct in this session?
Currently, I have been planning 10 to 11 lectures. So it will be a 3-week course. And
Okay,
if required, we can add some more lectures towards the end. That's the plan.
okay, so 3 weeks. If you say 3 weeks, I can say like 3 weeks for topics, so it could be around like 6 weeks when we will be solving problems as well. We will be covering more
Yes.
and more problems. Okay, is there any lag? I Let me check. Okay, guys, is it working? Like, are we audible? Can you confirm? Okay, okay. Thank you, Prajul. Thanks, Ajay. So, okay. So, Anil, we were talking about like it is going to help all the people from the beginners to advanced level, right? They can also get benefited from this, right? And as we say that it is going to be around 6 weeks when we will be solving more and more problems. We would be stretching it to 6 weeks, right? And like the way we are conducting our connecting edges workshop like session, which will be again there for 6 weeks, and we will be starting them most probably from next week, right? From next week we will Anil and Pawan will be there with you, right? Yes, Ashutosh, sorry. Yes, Ashutosh, this series will be for free. We are not charging. It's on you. It will be on YouTube. We will not be charging you anything. But only thing that will be charging you is your attention, your regularity, right? That is actually needed, which is very costly. Your time is very important. That is what we are charging from you. I hope I have answered your question, Ashutosh. So Anil, again, DP is very interesting, right? लेकिन जो नाम हमने रखा है ना, स्टॉकिंग डीपी, वी नीड टू रिवील, राइट, व्हाई वी हैव kept the name stalking DP. So will you try to give an idea why we have kept the stalking DP name?
Sure. So as I have already said, there are multiple types of problems in DP. So if you solve around 300 to 400 problems in DP, even then you can discover new problems in DP, which can be solved using new ways. So in this session, we will be covering all different types of DP at one place. So it's like we will be stocking all the types of DPs available in the market of competitive programming. So that's why we have named it stocking DP.
Okay, like the way we stalk someone, we explore each and every corner of it, right?
Yes,
That's why we,
exactly.
the same way we are going to stalk dynamic programming thing, where we will be exploring each and every concept of it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's exactly.
DP is not dead programmer, Himanshu. It might be, but if you attend these sessions, you will again get alive after attending the sessions. I can assure you, the sessions are going to be interesting. Sessions are going to be helpful, right? So technical tutorial by Divakar Pal, right? Let me tell you the topics we will be revealing you very soon when we will be. So it is going to be approximately 6 weeks workshop starting next week Wednesday, right? Okay. So Anil, one more thing.
Yes, Piyush.
What will be the prerequisites for people to attend these course, right? Do they have to go through certain topics or concepts before attending a session?
There's nothing harder prerequisites in this series. You should know the basic input, output, and at least one programming language to program your solutions. And since we will be using recursion and memorization to solve our questions, so they should have the basic idea of recursion. But it's not like mandatory. They should have an idea, and if they don't, we will cover it up in the first lecture.
Okay, so we have taken care of basic things so that there are no exact mandatory things for prerequisites, right? There is no
Right.
mandatory list of prerequisites. We will be covering, we will be helping you then and there only. And if you find anything out of context, you can ask your queries in the live, because the sessions are going to be live. You can ask your queries then and there only, and we will try to respond them immediately, right? So we had, like, I was looking, there was one question from Srija, right? Srija has one question. Is there any link that we can register? So it is going to be on YouTube, Geeks for Geeks practice channel. What you need to do is you need to subscribe the channel. You will be updated after the session. Like, you will get those notifications when the session will start. So do subscribe our channel, Geeks. Right now you might be on Geeks for Geeks main channel, but we have Geeks for Geeks child channel also, which is Geeks for Geeks practice, on which you can so you can subscribe it and get updated by the notifications when the session will start, right? Okay, what will be the timing? It's going to be in evening around 7 or 7:30. Achal, it will be in evening at 7 or 7:30, right? The things will be fixed once we have the whole availability of Anil, Pavan, and other mentors with us. Okay, thank you, Rohan, thank you very much. And as I told you, that we have Joseph Amritraj also with us this Sunday. He will be sharing you the solution of interview series that is conducted on Geeks for Geeks practice portal. We do discuss the solution of those problems on our channel, right? And this Sunday, the problem solution will be discussed by Joseph Amritraj. He is Grandmaster at Code Forces, right? So do subscribe the channel so that you don't miss the updates. Okay, how much time the session is off? It would be around one hour, or like 1 hour 15 minutes. That's how it is going to be. Can we get them after the live classes, Prajwal? Definitely you can connect with them on LinkedIn so that they can answer to your queries over there, right? So definitely you can connect with them on LinkedIn if you have certain queries, certain suggestions about the sessions. You can give on comments, chat box, right? You will be connected with them. Okay, guys, do ask your questions. Do ask your questions. And I'm actually very excited, Anil, about the sessions, because the topics that I used to find difficult on during my learning journey, during my this programming career, we have planned those sessions. It will be the first time when people will be getting the single playlist of all the required resources on these advanced data structures and advanced algorithms.
That's the plan, Piyush. Making difficult topics easier and providing resources at one place. That's the final plan.
Exactly. Exactly. Definitely, Anil. So, Anil, one more thing. Like, as we told you, as you told, that it is going to help the students in case of placements, right? But when we talk about tier one companies, like the FANG companies, how much important DP is from the perspective of product-based companies or the top FANG company, the FANG companies?
If we talk about pure coding companies like Google and stuff, so I talked to one of my seniors who was recently selected for Google, and they have 5 algorithmic rounds, and 2 questions are asked in each round. So out of a total of 10 questions, 3 questions asked to him were based on DP. So we can assume like 30 to 40% questions are based on DP. So it's a really important topic, and definitely not a topic you can skip.
That's cool. That's cool. And Ashutosh has one question with us, right? Says, "Sir, I'm a beginner. Should I go with the series or first study something else?" Like as I told you, any prerequisites or you recommend the series for Ashutosh?
I'd say, Ashutosh, that you should know the basic input and output, and that's actually more than that's actually what we need. If you have the will to learn something and you know the basic input output methods, let's say one programming language like C++, that will be enough. And the rest of the stuff we'll be covering in the series like recursion and all methods of solving dynamic programming problems.
So Ashutosh, you don't have to worry about it. Just do subscribe the channel and wait for the series to begin. Right from next Wednesday, you would be able to enjoy the series and can level up your career in competitive programming. Right. So Achal has one question. Right, will the sessions be held on weekends? No, Achal. The sessions will be on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the evening at 7 or 7:30 might be. Right, the timings are still not fixed because we need to look at the schedule of all the mentors. Then we will arrange the class. Once the schedule is finalized, you will be given the notification at this particular time the session is going to start, right? So I think, Achal, I have answered your query. Any other queries, right? Any other a myth that you have with DP, right? When this topic dynamic programming comes to my mind, so I can always think of recursion, memoization, right? I know I've heard these terms only. So, and when recursion in itself is again a scary term, right? So DP consists of recursion and memoization. और रिकर्शन तो वैसे ही परेशान करता है, राइट? रिकर्शन विजुलाइज करने में थोड़ा सा टिपिकल, मतलब इट्स माय पर्सनल परसेप्शन, ठीक है? इट कुड डिफर. अनिल ऐसा नहीं बोलेगा. अनिल से अगर बात करेंगे, इफ आई आस्क अनिल, अनिल से, अरे सर व्हाट इज रिकर्शन? रिकर्शन इज वेरी इजी, राइट? बट यू विल आस्क मी एंड पीपल लाइक मी, yes, recursion is scary. Recursion is magical also, Anil. What I think is things happen like this. You write the code and tree is traversed, right? Left, right, and tree is traversed. So it's quite magical as well.
I'd agree. It's a bit tough to get hands on first attempt, but if you practice a bit, then you can get used to it. And recursion can make harder stuff easy. Like tree traversals and DP questions can be solved easily by recursion. So definitely a bit magical,
Okay.
but very helpful.
Yes, exactly. So Mukhtar has one question: is in this DP series, which language we will be using to solve problems or write codes?
Mukhtar, we will be solving questions. We will primarily focus on the logic. We will optimize the question from brute force to the best we can do. And if we need to code the problem, I think we will use C or C++ language.
Okay, so we will be working on C++ languages. Majorly C++ language, I think.
Yes, I guess C++ will be fine. But the main focus will be on the logic.
Okay, Navjeet has one question: do we need any software for this course? You don't need software, you need IDE, right? So if you are using C++, right? So for what IDE they would be needing for C++, like code blocks, I think.
You can use code blocks or Sublime Text, any ID, or you can use any online ID. ID doesn't matter.
Okay, or you can use simple editor also, right? A simple editor.
Yes, sure. Or you can use Geeks or Geeks ID. Any ID is fine.
Yeah, thanks for promoting Geeks for Geeks Anil.
Thank you.
Okay, like I am doing my work, but you are helping me in that. Thank you. So Nargis has one question. Sir, I'm in first year of AI. So from where I start to learn Spanish or it's perfect, learn this. I think there is some confusion, Nargis. It's not a language course, right? And you should look for something else somewhere else for, like, I thought. Okay. Okay. So Priya Ranjan has one question for a beginner in DS and Algo in Java. Is this course helpful?
Sure. If you are talking about DS and Algo, then definitely you are going to solve questions based on dynamic programming. So definitely worth attending. And language will not be a barrier.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So because like we have planned our sessions in a way so that if you are a beginner or you are intermediate level coder, they are going to help you. You don't have to worry about these things, right? And like you don't have to worry about like what you know. That's what Anil actually told, that we don't have to worry about prerequisites. Whatever is needed we will be trying to cover then and there only. Still, if something is missed from our end, you can ask your queries in the live chats and we'll try to figure this out. Like we will try to discuss more and more on that particular concept in the sessions only, so that we can get like we can get you the clearer picture of the concepts that we were discussing. Am I right, Anil?
Right. We'll be covering everything. If any questions will be asked in the live chat, we will answer them.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, guys, if you have any question, can we have Coloris book as a reference to understand DP? Prajwal has one question, right?
Sure, you can use CLRS, but CLRS is a really advanced book and it costs like 3,000 rupees. So if you want to go for it, sure, go for it. But you can get better resources like for free. Like we are providing a whole playlist of DP here, so you can refer this also. But it's easier to understand when someone explains you on live chat rather than having a CLRS book. And CLRS won't answer like queries, and I'll be answering the queries from live chat, so you can see the difference.
Okay. So I hope, Prajwal, we have answered, we have tried to answer your question, we have answered your query, right? Okay. So can you share the schedule of DP series in description of this video? So we will be sharing, Mukhtar, the schedule. Don't worry about it. What you can do is you can subscribe the channel so that you don't miss the updates, right? We will be, this session is going to start from next Wednesday. We will have the classes on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, right, at 7 or 7:30 p.m. As soon as they get finished. It is going to be a 6-week session where we'll have 3 classes every week, right? Okay, so Nargis has changed the question, right? It was some typo. I want to ask that being a first year AI student, is this the right time to learn DP?
Sure, you can learn DP. Why not? It's always the right time to learn something new technical. If you have to learn it some like in second year, if not now, so you can start now and have a lead start on rest of the candidates. So definitely cover it.
Okay, so Nargis, you can actually start working, like you can attend these sessions and they are going to be beneficial for you, right? Okay. Geeks for Geeks is best resource for learning DP, studying DP. Yes, you will be getting whatever was missing, we will be covering over here. Will the codes be in Java as well? So Rahul, I don't think it matters, right? When you are able to code something, that means you have logic with you. Language never matters. It's like, again, it's my perception, Anil. Tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, right? So I don't think language matters. If you know the logic you would be able to code in any of the languages. Am I right, Anil?
Yes, definitely. If you know the logic, you will be able to implement in any language. But Rahul, if your concern is whether we will be coding in Java or C++, then I can provide the codes for Java as well. In the description, we can provide codes for Java as well. That won't be a problem.
Okay, that's great. फिर तो ठीक है, मतलब Anil will be providing the course, like will be coding in C++ and will giving you, like he will be sharing the logics, coding in C++ and will sharing the Java codes. So like it might help the people from Java background as well. That's Anil. That's cool. Okay. So Anil, I would love to know more about you actually. So how your journey has been, what challenges you faced, like when you started programming, right? So what were the things that you like? Were you able to find the best resources on internet, or were there specific books that you followed to like carry out this awesome journey from a non-coder to a candidate master in
So
three
I
plus years?
started competitive programming around 3 years ago when I joined my college. So I started in second semester, and the resources are really hard to find at one place, but you can always Google and something unreliable may come up. So having trustworthy resources is a bit difficult, but you will get some hard topics in CP like graphs, let's say, or dynamic programming, or some good concepts in number theory. So those are the parts where you might get stuck. So you can refer to some good playlists, like GFG is providing playlists for graph theory also, as Piyush said. Some Pawan is providing playlists for graph theory as well. So you can refer to right resources, and we'll be providing all the resources at one place.
Exactly. So, like you participated, like what was the first event, right? External event in which you participated, and like how it was, like how it was felt, like how you were feeling when you participated in some external event. You went to some external coding event and participated over there. Was it in a team or you were individually participating?
So I distinctly remember the first contest was in a college named Cummins College, Pune, and it was a C coding round. There were two questions and 1.5 hour time limit, as far as I remember. And it was a team event. My teammate was Pawan Dikshit, and we were able to solve both the questions, and we got first rank there. So it definitely felt good that we won a prize in our first competition itself, and after
Okay.
that we won multiple podium positions in Pune region.
Okay, that's great. Actually, it's quite motivating and inspiring when you like win the prizes in the contest, right? It's give you that addiction, right? It's quite an addiction type of thing. It gives you an addiction so that you start participating in more and more contests, and that you develop a habit of winning things, right? Am I right, Anil?
Right.
So did
Right.
you stop after? Did you? Yes.
There are
Continue,
certain
continue.
stuff which motivates you. Like for some people, it's monetary prize or the goodies you might get, t-shirts and free bags. So winning prizes motivates a lot.
So yesterday, what Pawan said is, if you are in competitive, how competitive programming is beneficial is, if you are participating in competitive programming, if you did not like get into something, right, if you're not able to crack the company, still you would end up having a lot of t-shirts with you, right? So he suggested a way, like a small point which can motivate you to participate in this competitive programming contest. Is he correct?
Yeah, definitely is correct. We were in offline mode for around 18 months in our college, and we won multiple t-shirts. So definitely.
Okay, that could be also a motivation for like, like, I think they do offer the t-shirts for participation as well as winners, right? So if
Uh,
you are participating, then also you will be able to collect those t-shirts.
and if you get good ranks in contests like ICPC or Facebook Hacker Cup, then they also provide their official t-shirts to you.
Okay, okay, that's quite helpful. And वो थोड़ा सा funny part है, but still, if you are coding ना, मेरे को लगता है कि coding is quite addiction again. Once you code, or when you submit that code and the feeling of this test cases
Green,
get passed, like
yeah, that is addictive.
uske
Green tick feels very real nice.
yes,
Like
yes, वो बहुत, and it motivates you to move to next problem also, right? Once you stuck somewhere, तो मतलब मेरे को लगता है कि majority of people ना, why they leave this programming thing is they stuck in their codes. They are not able to fix the errors that are occurring, or they are not able to form the right logic, right? They are getting wrong answers, right? And they leave at that particular point. They don't fight against it, and that's why they lose the interest in programming.
right.
Okay. So, guys, if you have connected late, I can tell you we are about to start a new series with Anil. We have named it as Stalking DP. It will be like we will be exploring all the concepts related to dynamic programming, which is required to solve problems in competitive programming, right? All the concepts of DP essential for competitive programming. We will be exploring all these things here in these sessions, and this session will be starting from next Wednesday on Geeks for Geeks practice channel, right? So we have two channels, Geeks for Geeks main channel and Geeks for Geeks practice, the child channel, Geeks for Geeks practice. All the problem solving type of things will be happening on Geeks for Geeks practice portal, like practice YouTube channel. So if you want to stay updated, do subscribe the channel. If you want to know more, like if you want to get more details or more information about these sessions, right, you have to go to our channel, which is Geeks or Geeks Practice, right? And it is going to be 6-week sessions, right, in which we will have 3 classes per week from Wednesday to Friday in the evening at 7 or 7:30. And with that, we have started a new series on graphs as well with Pawan. And that series is going to be connecting edges. It is again a 6-week series, right, where we will be covering all the topics, all the concepts related to graphs which are required to solve problems in competitive programming. And it will be on Monday. It will be starting from next Monday, and it will be on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 7 or 7:30 p.m. Right? And also, I want to tell you that the interview series that we conduct on our Geeks for Geeks practice portal every 15 days bi-weekly, right? So this Sunday, the solution of the interview series, Adobe interview series will be shared by Joseph Amritraj. He is grand candidate. He is a grandmaster at Code Forces, right? तो अगर आप जानना चाहते हो और क्वेश्चंस आपके पास हैं, if you want to know more about Joseph Amritraj, so you can connect with him this Sunday at 8:30 p.m. where he will be sharing the solution to our interview series questions, Adobe interview series questions at 8:30 p.m. Sunday. So actually, Anil, I am really very excited to see you in these sessions, helping our students, helping our audience to getting out of that fear of dynamic programming, right?
Right, Piyush. I'm also looking forward to the first session.
So thank you, Anil. Thank you very much. That was really nice talking to you, and I hope our audience is also will be very excited and will be there with us when we will be starting the series on next Wednesday. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anil.
Thank you everyone for attending.
Thank you. Thank you very much.